Okay, so now the question is given and we have to calculate the derivative of this particular expression. Now it is looking like the complex expression, but this is not the true case. So we have to just equate this expression with the y. So I will do that. So y is equal to y equal to square root of cos x plus square root of cos of square root of x. So we have to first of all understand that it is a composite function, because the first function this is consist of the two terms. So the first term is this and this is the second term. So first term has the two functions. First one is a square root function, second one is a cos function. Okay, and the second term consists of the first function, cos is the second function, then square root is a third function, three functions. Okay, so definitely it is a example of the composite function. Then how to solve this particular? So we will take the derivative on the both the sides. So it will be evaluated to the dy by dx is equal to, first of all, derivative of the square root of cos x, and then we will add the derivative of this particular term. Okay, now derivative of the square root of something we know, 1 upon 2 square root of that particular term. So we will calculate this is equal to 1 upon 2 and then the square root of cos of x, and then we have to calculate the derivative of the second term, multiplication derivative of the second function, derivative of the square root 1 upon 2 square root of that particular term, and then I have to take the derivative of cos of square root into its multiplication. Now it will be the complete solution for our expression. Okay, so now we have to just solve this particular. So it is equal to 1 upon 2 square root of cos x. Square root of cos is a sine, minus sine x. So derivative of the first term is over here, and then the derivative of the second term is 2 square root of cos square root of x into, now the derivative of this cos is a sine, and then the derivative of the square root of x, third function. Just we have to calculate the derivative of this function, put here, and then the solution will be with us. So minus sine of x divided by 2 square root of cos x plus 1 upon 2 square root of cos square root of x into minus sine of square root of x 1 upon 2 square root of x. It is equal to minus sine of x divided by 2 square root of cos x plus I will take this minus plus and this minus is equal to the minus. So sine of square root of x divided by 2 into 2 is 4 and square root of cos square root of x and into square root of x. So I think it's okay. Okay, so this will be the final output, final derivative of this particular. So I can write down the derivative of this term cos of x plus square root of cos of square root of x is equal to this. So this is how we can solve the derivative of the composite function. Just we have to identify the function. Okay, so there will be the complex functions one into the another, one function will be embedded into the another function, and then we can solve this particular. So because here we have the two terms, so we have to individually calculate the derivative of this term plus the derivative of this term. Okay, now this particular derivative of the sine of log of x, we know the derivative of the sine of x is cos x, but what is the derivative of the sine of log of x? Okay, so we know the derivative of the sine of x is equal to the cos of x. So there is a direct formula if it is x, but if it is a log of x, then the situation will be different. Okay, so first of all we will equate this term to the y, sine of log of x. So dy by dx is equal to derivative of this particular term, sine of log of x. Sine derivative of the sine is cos log of x, and then the derivative of the log of x. So cos log of x 1 upon x, derivative of log of x is 1 upon x. So that's the final. So dy by dx, very simple. So whenever we look at this particular expression, so initially it may feel very hard, but it is simple. Okay, let's equate this particular expression with the y. So first of all, y is equal to log of e square into log of x. Okay, so take the derivative on the both of these particular sides. So dy by dx is equal to, then we can arrange this particular expression. So derivative of this particular expression, but we can arrange this expression as log of x divided by log of e square. Okay, and then we have to calculate the derivative of this particular. So log of e square is a constant, so we can take this out, log of e square. Then I have to just take the derivative of the log of x, then 1 upon this square will come in a multiplication, it is the log of e, derivative of the log of x is x. I think I have done one mistake here. So the first thing is that I have to take y is equal to, I have to simplify this particular. So it is equal to the log of x to the base log of e square. So I can rearrange this particular term as a log of x divided by log of e square, and then I can take the derivative. Okay, so it is a constant term, so y is equal to 1 upon log of e square, it is a constant and it is a log of x. So y is equal to 1 upon 2 into log of e, and then the log of x. So I can write this y is equal to 1 upon 2, because log of e is equal to 1, and it is the log of x, and now I can take the derivative. So dy by dx is equal to 1 upon 2, and then the derivative of this particular log of x. So 1 upon 2, derivative of this log term, so 1 upon 2, and the derivative of this log term is, derivative of this log is a first function and is the second function. So derivative of the first function is 1 upon log of x. So see, it is the first function and it is the second function. So derivative of the first log is 1 upon whatever may be this inside the square, inside the bracket. So this, and now I want to take the derivative of this particular term. So derivative of this log of x. Okay, so this is a derivative of this particular term, and then into the derivative of this term. So it is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 upon log of x into derivative of this log of x. This particular term is 1 upon x. So finally I will get the output dy by dx, which is equal to 1 upon 2 x log of x. So it will be our final output. So this way we can solve this particular problem. So whenever you find the complex problem, so identify that this particular term, this is a constant part. Okay, so we can eliminate that particular part. Like this, we have eliminated that particular constant part. We have solved the constant. It is equal to 1 by 2. So whatever you see here, log of e square, it is equal to the 1 by 2 multiplied by log of x. Log of x, like this. Okay, so that's simple one. Now it is the x square log of sine of x, means we can rearrange this particular as like this. So how many functions are there now? We can calculate it. So there are x square is the first function, okay, and this log of sine of x is the second function. So first function multiplied by the second function. So derivative of the two functions which are in multiplication with each other. First of all, we have to solve this particular, and second function is a composite function because it consists of the first function, which is a log function, and sine function, which is a sine of x function. So the second function is a composite function, and first one is a quadratic function or the simple function. So we have to just equate this is equal to the x square into log of sine of x. So we have to take the derivative on both of this particular side. So the derivative of this particular product term, which is equal to x square into log of sine of x. So first function as it is into derivative of the second term, plus second function as it is into derivative of the first term. That's all. It is solved now. Just we have to make the solution for this now. So let's try to solve this particular. Okay, so it will become x square. Derivative of this log term first of all is 1 upon sine of x into derivative of this again sine of x, plus log of sine x as it is a term, and derivative of the x square is power comes in multiplication, power will be reduced by 1. So it will become x square divided by the sine x, and derivative of the sine is a cos x, plus log of sine x and into 2x. So when you solve it, so it will become x square into cos x divided by sine x, it is a cot x, plus 2x into log of sine x. So dy by dx is equal to this particular. That's done.